Hello, my name is Caitlin and welcome to my very first Sims YouTube video. I was inspired to make this by other Sims YouTubers, one of which is the creator of this shell for this shell challenge that I will be doing today. This is the hashtag Justice for Cowplants shell, and I turned it into a cute little home with two very lovely cowplants, in which I did name. However, in the game you cannot name cowplants, which is a very tragic thing. You'll see me adding a fence here. I do delete that later. The part I'm doing right now was really just about trying to figure out how I wanted it to look and then how to get there. I did get there in the end. I gave a balcony, which is really nice. It actually connects to the kids' room, which is kind of weird, but the room that I ended up putting there next to the balcony was too small to be a master bedroom. I decided that seeing everyone is locked in their home and I have nothing to do for the remainder of my last year of high school, I would start this channel to keep myself busy. Oh my god, I hope you cannot hear my dogs. They are literally going insane. Because my neighbors has someone over. It's like someone's coming over to like get something. I don't know. They're going insane. I hope you can't hear them. I closed the door, so hopefully you can't. But yeah. The floor plan of the upstairs of this house was kind of tricky just because the house is on a diagonal, especially in the upstairs. The entire thing is on a diagonal. So you'll see there's lots of little like triangle spaces where I closed it off so that there weren't these weird angles. The stairs were really tricky as well because you can't place stairs on a diagonal. I was pretty happy with the bathrooms in this build. You'll see me do them later. And I'll talk about it again then. But I'm not very good at furnishing bathrooms, and I thought they looked pretty good. As far as this channel, I was hoping to do some more build videos in The Sims. I also have SimCity, and I thought it would be kind of funny to make a little mini-series about trying to make a perfect city with no flaws whatsoever, which I have yet to do. I've tried to do before, have never successfully done. Ooh, here comes my bathroom. I'm putting the box there, but I don't think I furnished it yet. I know a bathroom is a weird thing to get excited over, but I think I did really well in this bathroom. I used the Get Together pack, windows and door. I believe that's what this is from. I thought they looked really nice and kind of modern. It's like it was like an old house, but they like redid the windows and doors and like added some modern features. I was also pretty happy with this little sunroom. That's what it's called, a sunroom. I put lots of plants in this build because I imagine the people who live here love plants, and cow plants especially. The furniture I'm placing is just placement furniture because this is all one big room, so I wanted to place furniture so I know where things would go, but it doesn't end up staying exactly like this. Like you'll see, I just add random stuff for size, and I change it later. I'm beginning to realize how hard it is to talk about something for 20-ish minutes. I'll have to try and make shorter videos in the future, which I didn't want this to be this long, but it's a speed build, which is always going to be a longer video. I was also thinking about, as far as videos I could do on this channel, in The Sims 4 there's a town called Newcrest that is completely empty, and I've always wanted to fill it with my own unique builds, but I've never been really good at building, and I think I'm finally getting to a place where I could maybe do that, so I thought maybe that would be really interesting to watch. I know a lot of people have done that, and all have their own take, but I have it all mapped out. I wrote it like in a notebook somewhere, like what I want to build on each slot. So I also do art. I've done art videos in the past on other channels, but I've never really had much success. If you want to see that, I can, but unless someone asks for it, I don't think I'm gonna. I'm actually studying art in college, but I don't really want to make videos on it just because I've never done really well, and it's really hard to get them out on time and on a schedule. But But I love The Sims. I've played The Sims since middle school. I used to play The Sims 3, which is a great game if you're looking for an alternative to the very expensive Sims 4. Anyways, yeah. So I'm adding lights in. It was kind of a struggle to figure out which lights I needed to use, but I think I did an okay job. The master bedroom was hard. I wanted to add a bathroom, but I ended up not being able to because you can't push the beds all the way against the wall because your Sims can't like climb over to the other side or scoot or whatever you want to call it. They have to be able to get on both sides, and that's really quite annoying and tedious, but I made it work. This room I'm doing right now, I end up turning into a office. It doesn't stay a bedroom. This light, I always want to use it, but it's such a weird, the way the light reflects off the walls and stuff. It's so weird. It's like a spotlight almost. It's very strange. I used a lot of paintings in this build that I didn't even know we had in The Sims 4. I guess I just never used them before. The cluttery little details are always the hardest part for me. I just have trouble with it. And you'll see later I have an issue with raising objects, like the camera wigs out when I try to. If anyone knows anything about that, I'll bring it up again when it happens. But it's super weird. I think I did pretty okay on the landscaping on this build. I'm not really great at landscaping either. I'm pretty new to building houses in The Sims. I used to just download ones other people made for my Sims on the gallery and play in them, but I've been getting into building more recently, especially with the Builder's Bible series and all that on lilsimsie's channel. Again, she made this lovely shell and this important cause for the cowplants that deserve names. Here's my bathrooms. Okay, this is the upstairs bathroom. Yeah, okay. So this one is the full bath. There's a smaller bath downstairs, but one's yellow and one's blue, and I added plants because this is when I realized I needed an office because that wasn't gonna work. But yeah, I was pretty content with it. And don't worry, I changed all these dark windows to light ones. Not that they couldn't have been dark. I think they would have looked fine if they were dark on the white walls. That might even have been better, actually, but my door was a light color, so I wanted the windows to match. I want to say all the windows are either base game or they are get together. I love this window above the sink. I think it's really pretty. The kitchen. So I redid the kitchen. I didn't end up using those blue ugly counters. I never was planning on it. Again, it was just placement furniture, but that part got cut out because I was on the phone with someone and I had my thing open and they helped me decide which counters to use, and I wasn't recording because I was showing them on Discord screen share, and now I don't have the footage of that. So that's a lesson that I learned, and you know, this is new to me, so I'm learning lessons as I go. I changed the tile in this bathroom, by the way. It doesn't stay that ugly tile. So there's the yellow bathroom, and then I add a little picture above the toilet. I didn't add toilet paper. Oh well, the Sims don't actually need it. The living room I thought turned out cute. The TV is actually a small TV I sized up, and I had to change the love seat to these chairs because there's no love seat that matches the wood couch that I had, which is unfortunate. I really wish we had one. And this coffee table is really interesting with the grass underneath. I don't know how practically that would work in real life, but it's really interesting in The Sims. I was really excited about this round table and this bar because for the longest time in The Sims we didn't have large round tables, we just had the little ones, and so now that we have these large ones in a couple different packs, and I think there's one in the base game too, it's really nice, and I like it a lot. I love these paintings. I think they came with the pets pack, the cats and dogs, but they come in like, there's 4 colors and there's 4 designs of each color. I used the green ones here. This house is big enough. Oh, I'm getting my cowplants. Okay, I can tell you about my cowplants. This house is big enough for 3 Sims and then a cat and a dog. I didn't put a dog bed, but they can always sleep on the couch or the floor. They don't really care in The Sims. So these are my cowplants. The large one is named Gerald, and the small one is named, what's his name? Cornelius, yes. Those names are courtesy of my good friend, who I was on the phone with while making this build, and I asked him what I should name these plants, and he said Gerald and Cornelius. So their names are Gerald and Cornelius. Here you notice I removed the foundation. I did that so that the plants I'm placing, like these grass and things, don't jump up to the height of the foundation, which I don't understand why they would do that. Who would put the plants on the foundation like that? And I'm sorry about the dark lighting. I had the lights turned off, I think, to look at the lighting on the inside of the build and make sure it was bright enough. But I forgot to turn them back on because I was like in a zone, and now it makes it really hard for you to see my landscaping, but that is really unfortunate. Again, things that I will remember in the future for future videos. That tree clips through the roof and I end up changing it later, but I love these little pink flowers. I don't do a whole lot of like intricate landscaping like this. The terrain paint is still like buggy where it like jumps out and it doesn't want to be underneath the plants and the foundation and stuff. It's really weird. But I fixed it with the eraser tool and I used a different one to texture the grass later on at the end of the build. Yeah, not balconies, they're patios, were kind of hard because you have to like angle them just right so that you can place the stairs, because again, you can't place the stairs on an angle, so it's really strange. I also gave them a hamster, no, a rat, it was a rat, and in honor of Ratsley, which if you watch lilsimsie, who I know I keep referencing because she's my favorite Sims YouTuber, I watch her and her streams and her videos all the time, she has a rat in her baby challenge named Ratsley, and she's had 11 Ratsleys. And I love Ratsley. He's the most important child of them all. We love him. We love him very much. I don't know if you saw, but there was like that blue preset living room that I pulled those paintings right above this table from. And they were really interesting, and I kind of want to build a whole house around the like bright stuff that comes in that pack. I want to say it's like the movie night pack or whatever it is. But it's really interesting, and they have all these bright colors and stuff, but I want to build a whole house that's like bright colors like that, because I think it could be really interesting. Did I change the tree in the back yet? No, I have not. Okay, here I am. I'm fixing the clipping, so the leaves were showing up on the inside of the house, so I fixed it so they don't do that anymore. The annoying part is when I take the foundation down, I have to replace the stairs every time, so you'll see me place those same stairs about 600 times, and I apologize for that. I liked the concept I did in the beginning with the half wall by the front door and the little coat rack on the inside, but I was worried that it would make the door not work correctly, so I didn't end up doing it, but maybe I will try that and revisit that in a future build, because I think that could be really interesting. Here I go back and I'm doing the upstairs again. Placing the furniture. I love that little round side table. I had a hard time deciding what dresser. I don't know why that was such a difficult thing, but probably because the room is so small and the dressers all look so big. See, this room I'm doing now, I wish was the master bedroom because it makes more sense with the balcony, but it's just not practical. So I turned it into a cute, like, kids' room with a bear, and I was initially going to go through and rename all of the things of something about, like, the Justice for Cowplants thing, because we are campaigning for cowplant justice. Forgot to do that. You can literally name anything in The Sims except for cowplants, so I want to be able to name Gerald and Cornelius. Why is that not something we can do? I don't know. But I think I did okay with like all the decorations this time. I usually struggle with like making everything look full, but I think I did a lot better. See, there's the tree, I changed it. I'm not sure. I liked the other one better, but it was clipping through the roof and it didn't look right. Here's the office. I had a hard time deciding on a desk. again, I don't know why. I used this one and I kind of clipped it into the wall so it kind of looks like it's a built-in. I saw that in another Sims YouTuber video. So, and then this couch, I spent so long fiddling with this couch trying to make it look right in that corner with the lamp that I end up putting back there, but I think it looked really good in the end. Well, not really good. It looked okay. I liked the lamp choice and the feel of this room a lot. It was like a nice quiet study feel and I liked it a lot. It was really important that I give up that second bedroom or second kid's bedroom for an office because otherwise I wasn't gonna have space for a computer. Um, and a Sims build isn't complete without one. It's just not the same. I love that cowplant painting. I never get to use it, but I'm really glad I got to use it in this build. I can never find a place where it fits right. See, this is what I'm talking about. See how it the camera moves? That's me raising the object. And the object does raise, but it just moves my camera for some reason, and it only does it when I raise objects. You'll notice when I lower them, it doesn't do that. So what I tend to do is I raise them up really high and then I go back and lower them down to the height I want. Because it's really strange. I don't know why it does that. And I don't know why some of these objects like those little books and those little pictures and such don't just clip to that height normally. Like you have to raise them up. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So if anyone knows how to fix that issue with the raising the objects, I've seen hundreds of people do it, and no one's had this issue, so I don't know how to fix it. But if you know how to fix it and you're seeing this, please feel free to let me know because I have no idea what to do about that. This painting I put in the bathroom, I didn't even know this swatch existed, but it was really cute. Go back and put the painting. I want to see the painting. Again, I think I did really good with the wall decorations. I never know what paintings to put where, and I feel like I always do the same thing. But this one I feel like is really different, and I did a good job. I think this build has a lot of personality. I can't wait for the hanging plants. We're gonna get hanging plants in the next stuff pack, and I cannot wait for that because this is the only real kind of hanging plant we have other than the debug ones, and I'm not about to sift through all of debug just for a hanging plant. But we're gonna get some in the actual game soon. I put laundry day stuff in with the little laundry station up here on the porch and then this thing, but I didn't put clothesline, that's the word. I didn't put hampers in the build, which I now realize editing this was a mistake, but I'm not going to go back and fix it. I'll put my gallery name in the description of this video if you would like to go and get this build. I don't know why you would want it, but it's there if you do. That mirror, I felt like it fit perfect right there. And then this painting that I'm doing right now, I didn't even know the swatch existed, but it's really cool. I'm really happy with the way this build turned out. I feel like I learned a lot just from doing it, and I'm still learning a lot about building. I don't do a lot of building, or at least I didn't. I do now. I do quite a bit now, but I feel like with every one I improved just a little bit, but I feel like I improved a lot with this one. I really liked the bamboo I put on this wall. Okay, sorry, I had to reset my mic because it turned off in the middle of my thing. I really liked the bamboo I put on this wall because I think it brightened up the wall and I didn't need to use more paintings because I'd pretty much used a lot of paintings and I didn't want to have to repeat any. So I used bamboo to cover some space on that wall and I think it looked really nice. I liked the tile I used in that kitchen. There's a place by the edge of the counter, it looks kind of weird, but I think it looks alright overall. I made the windows and the door a little bit darker here. I think that was a smart decision. It's barely noticeable, but it makes me feel better. I made the little plant room green. You'll see that right now. And then I added this rug, but it clips weird with the cat tree thing, so I ended up changing the cat tree because I liked the rug. I think I tried to size it down and it still didn't work right. It just looked weird, way too small size down. So but I think it looks good now. I used the smaller cat tray. I really wish it was the bigger one, but it is not, and that's okay. I love that little sloth painting. I used the llama colors, but I love it. It's such a cute painting. Yeah, I used a different wood on the porches than I used on the interior of my house. I don't know why, I just couldn't think of that right there. And then I used paneling all across the house with wood, I meant brick accents, and then a dark roof, and I think it looked alright. See, I changed the last of the windows. I got them, don't worry guys. When I did it, I was like, I can't believe I left that window for so long. I'm gonna freak out editing that, like yelling at myself, like, change the window. Luckily, I got it. We changed it. We're all good. I wanted to make this part brick, but the column that I was going to use to separate it from the paneling didn't raise right, and I didn't feel like messing with the 9 key and like setting it up like I would sometimes do, but I would want to mess with terrain, but I felt like terrain tools weren't really appropriate here, so I used the terrain paint. I don't know if I like it. I have mixed feelings about it. I wanted to make it look kind of patchy and more natural, like it would be in real life, so I kind of just Bob Rossed my way across the grass, trying to make it look more like grass. I don't know. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I'm putting the last of the plants in right now. Um, I know this video is kind of bad, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that I did an okay job. Um, if you liked this, please like and subscribe. I'm going to try and post on a more regular schedule, and I will see you all as soon as I decide what that schedule is. Alright, thank you. Bye!